Learn to say no. By the way, if you didn't know, no, telling somebody no, it's a complete sentence. Learn to say no. You will save a lot of money and a lot of time. Let me ask a very quick question. Do you remember that time that someone called you and you know very well if you could have said no, your 3,000 could have been saved? Or if you could have said no, up to date you could still have your 5,000 somewhere. But just you having the inability, or because of inability of saying no, you don't have it. Or maybe there is something that you said yes, and it ruined your life up to date. There is something that you said yes, and you wish you could have said no. Today I'm here to talk to you. Please learn to say no. I know what you're thinking right now. Oh, good Joseph, I'm a kind-hearted individual, and the moment you tell people no, you tend to think like they will take you as you being rude. I'm not here to tell you that they will never take you as being rude. I'm not here to tell you that it's true they will understand. No, they won't. They will actually think you are rude indeed. And there is nothing wrong being thought that you're being rude. There's nothing wrong. You are there at 35 years old and you're still struggling and straining to tell somebody or explaining yourself. Come on. The moment you hit 30 years and above, you should living a life whereby, I'm not saying that you should be arrogant, but you should be living a life whereby you don't have to explain every bit of your life. Please learn to say no. It will help you a lot. When someone tells you, hey, it's on a weekend, hey, we should be hanging around, we're supposed to be doing something, just say, no, I cannot do that. If they ask you why aren't you doing that, I'll say, well, it's a long explanation, but hey, if you give me time next week on Monday, I'm going to explain to you. Hey, by the way, do you have 2,000 somewhere that you can spare for that? No, please don't use a lot of filler materials. Oh, you know what? I had like 5,000, so I had sent some few. So you know what? And then I had some bills that I was paying. Now what was left is this and this, and said, oh, sure, it may appear decent, but there are people who do not understand that you're trying to say no in a long sentence. Sometimes I just love going to the straightforward and being saying no. Hey Joseph, will you be? No, I don't do that. For example, I do get inboxed by some people. Definitely, I can tell they're scammers, and they text me with an international number telling me, hey, Joseph, we have a new product that has been launched in Kenya. And people can buy this international number and then purport to be somewhere, and because if you're, they tend to think like if you're an African and you see a US number now, you go, oh my goodness, millions are about to come in. And then there you say, yes. And then the next minute, you are crying. Oh, you got scammed. Oh, you do this. Maybe somebody of your friend inboxed you, told you, have you heard about something, this, or are you missing out? Hey, tell if you just say yes if you'd like. There you, yes, yes. And then there you are. They bombard you with a lot of messages there, and then you start clicking everything. The next minute, I got hacked. I don't. Listen, just learn to say no, regardless of who. Just say no. It will save you a lot of time. Because the moment you say no, you are establishing a boundary. The moment you have that boundary, it says, or it tells them, it speaks for you that, hey, you know what, you cannot cross here. Because I am having this and this and that. But the moment you behave a kind person, I have a lot of guys who contact me, especially these wonderful ladies of ours who are working in Gulf, and they contact me and they tell me, hey Joseph, I work here in Gulf, and I'm so kind. Everyone calls me back at home and I send them to a point whereby I'm not even saving anything. I've been here for 2 years. I have no money with me because I've been helping family members. The same family members that you're helping them, the moment you catch that flight back home, they will actually laugh at you. Why? Do you know why they will laugh at you? They will say if they were them who were given that opportunity, they couldn't do exactly what you did. And then you're there wondering, but I was helping you guys. They'd never understand that. So it is good to understand. Please learn to say no. It's gonna save you a lot of time. I know some of you guys, you've gotten your salary, and the funny thing or the good thing is actually I'm making this video at around 28th of April. That means that for a few days, for those who make or earn or gets paid at the end of the month, in 2 days time or 3 days time, you're gonna get your salary. And the funny thing, maybe that salary will actually coincide with the weekend. And I don't know why most of the salary usually comes on Thursday and Friday. You know, I don't know where it's by default. Then there you are, your friends are calling you. Hey, we said that we're gonna go for a road trip. Hey, where are you? Hey, you know what? Hey, we are contributing X amount of money. We are going this and that. And truly speaking, deep inside of yourself, you know, if you dare go for that particular trip, it means it is a problem to you. It will actually cause a problem. Because you know that money could have been channeled somewhere else for an investment, for a savings. But there you are, your friends are convincing you, hey, you should join us, you should come. But there you are, you get convinced, and then you are go pay that fit in expenses. The next minute, what do you think will happen? Your money is gone. And then there you are, after 2 or 3 weekends, you're seated somewhere, you're now thinking, oh my goodness, I think if I could have said no on that particular call, I think I should have saved a lot of money. Or there you are, somebody calls you, hey, where are you? It's on weekend. What are you doing at home? Hey, come on, let's go drink. There you are, you'd be like, oh, by the way, it makes sense. Then you grab your jacket, whew, you go drinking. It's on Friday evening. You barely came out of job. You only took a bath. Just because you have your salary, you go on the weekend. You spend the entire night of the Friday drinking. They say it's half party after party. Saturday morning you're drinking. It's called the luta continua. Then on the Saturday you're doing the same on Sunday. On Sunday now, because you know tomorrow on Monday you have to be on job, then you must go and prepare yourself. There you are showing up on the job, on job tomorrow morning on Monday. You have a lot of hangovers. You didn't even have time for yourself. You didn't even have time for growing yourself, checking out on yourself, contemplating about your life, thinking about what next. And you know what? Not only that, the money is gone. Quite huge chunk of your cash is actually gone. There you are on Monday morning. Even your boss has given you 3 warnings. They're telling you if you exhaust the 5th warning, you are retrenched. You are gone. Just by virtue of you could have just said no in that particular Friday evening. You relax. You enjoy your time. Sit there. If you have a family, you enjoy your time with your family. If you do not, you sit on your couch. Reason. Open your YouTube. Watch Good Joseph. He talks about investments. Pick one investment. Start doing something. Set aside some cash. Take a pen and paper. Just find out some. Check out on your expenses how they look like. What are your goals? What do you want to achieve by when? And why do you want to achieve that? Have that reality check with yourself. Hit yourself with the realities. Do not motivate yourself at all the time. Hit yourself with the realities and see what you're supposed to do. Where should you adjust? And what have you? How can you solve that problem of somebody back at your home asking you for money each and every time? Like, just get yourself when you grow. Now there you are, the whole weekend, you are drinking just by virtue of you not being able to say no because you fear you losing your friends. And the funny thing is that the older you get, you realize the lesser friends you need in your life. That's quite of an irony. Absolutely it is. The older you get, the lesser friends you realize that you need in your life. And that's the time you realize that you've lost a lot of money with your friends. And the funny thing, when I make these kind of videos and you're watching, all of you at the same time, on the comment section, you become a keyboard warrior. Oh, Joseph, it's my money, my rules. You should not tell us what you're supposed to do. It's my money. Just leave me alone. You become emotional. Oh, we are all adults. What do you have for you to advise us? You go solve your problems out there and all those kind of things. And then when things go south, now you become teachable. Now you are humble. You are ready to learn. You're ready to learn now. I need to be advised. Things has gone south. And that is where now you become wise when you realize you messed up. But the moment you realize you messed up and you're still not wise, guess what happens now? You give up. And the moment you give up, you say, whatever gonna happen with my life. Now that's when you start doing anything that comes on your way. Please, guys, learn to say no. That the genesis of all those could have actually by virtue of you saying no. Just as simple as that. N-O. Just say it. If you realize somebody is coming to you as trying to explain something and you already know it's a scam, why are you letting them explain? For example, usually have these funny calls that comes, and these scammers. They are calling you, and then you're wasting your 5 minutes just listening to them. Just say no. Somebody is coming here to explain something a whole time. Maybe probably I'm making a video and you do not agree with me. Why are you wasting all that time watching the next 20 minutes? Just scroll and go to the next video, save your time. And then it's funny, you find somebody commenting on someone's videos. I hate your videos, I don't like you. But then you're watching. Just block the guy, go to the next. Just say no. It shows that there's a problem with you. Work on how you perceive things. Work on how you can articulate some issues, not just hanging around, trying to please people. And please, we aren't in a business of doing that, my dear brothers and sisters. Let's do something for the sake of our lives. Let's try to do the best as we can to make sure that at least we set aside something. And I can teach you how to be having the ability to say no. I know you might tell me, hey Joseph, okay, I understand you. Sure, I'll be saying no. But then people are used to me doing this. How do I now change myself? How do I transition myself from this kind of a personality to the next one? The only thing you do that is by understanding the psychology of people. Reason why they hang around to you, is it because of a monetary factor? Is it because they truly love you? Is it because you are connected because of a job? Is it because you live in the same neighborhood? Well, the moment you realize there is a common factor, then ask yourself, if there was no common factor, that means allow me to use this term, I am useless, meaning you are less useful to this individual. So it's the high time that I should think about my life. Then if you realize that, then that is the high time to now having the ability to say no. There are some of you who are employed, and then you tend to take your colleagues as your friends, and then you're sharing everything. Listen, my friend, those aren't your friends. They are not your friends. At least Good Joseph is your friend because you see, I'm sharing this information. I'm telling you who is and who is not your friend. Again, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but anyway, there's something that I know that you don't. I also believe there is something that you know that I don't. That's why I always encourage you, please leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me that I don't know, and I'm here telling you that what you don't know. And if you happen to know what I'm telling you, then you can agree with me. Still say something on the comment section. I agree with you. This is an interactive session. So the point is, start transitioning yourself. Start working on your self-esteem. By the way, if you didn't know, the inability of you saying no, it's rooted in your self-esteem. Because when you have a high self-esteem, that is the time that you can say no. Truly, if that what is the right thing to say, regardless of how people will actually take it. The ability of accommodating the repercussions of you saying no, it's actually the self-esteem. So you should work on your self-esteem. Work on the ability of accommodating what people will say. There are people, if you keep quiet to them, let's say you had some issues and then you've decided not to talk to them, they become stressful. But there are people who be like, okay, I know you might call them nonchalant people or something like that, or nonchalant, depends with your English and pronunciation. But the point is, the reality is, practice something called the law of detachment. It's gonna help you a lot. By the way, one day I'll come here and share something about the law of detachment. It can help you a lot, guys. So what have you agreed? I was about to say tumesema. So if you've agreed that work on your self-esteem, having the ability to accommodate that what they will tell you, and in that process, that is how you learn to say no. It is tough, I agree. I totally agree. It is tough, but it is doable. And in case you need any talking with me as far as that is concerned, or any other thing else, as far as the investments are concerned, that is the number that you grab, or my email is on the comment section, or rather on the description of this video. Grab it. Let's talk business. For now, it's a goodbye and see you in the next one.